Richard Anderson tells me it was an ongoing drainage system issue that led to the damage. He says tenants are upset as they're facing the aftermath.
They're all upset. They loved it here. They didn't want to move.
Hartnell Oaks Apartments owner Richard Anderson says during the storm in Redding Sunday night, the drainage system on the north side of Hartnell Avenue plugged up. He says due to an insufficient sizing of the culvert going underneath the road. He tells me all the water then came across the road into their complex. One tenant tells me the water came up to their hip in the parking lot that night. All 24 units are damaged, some worse than others, with about 19 or 20 tenants already moved out. Anderson isn't able to provide them resources or temporary living because their insurance doesn't cover it.
Some were staying in hotels and some of them are staying with family. The 2 or 3 that are still here don't have anybody to stay with.
Jenner Francis with NorCal Construction and Restoration tells me there's been an initial presumptive denial of insurance coverage, which he calls devastating for tenants, the majority of them being seniors.
The phrase that people need to be using isn't flood damage, it's systemic citywide drainage failure. That's what's also frustrating, is we haven't been able to provide any services until we understand that it's a covered claim and a contract is authorized.
Anderson says he'll have to pay out of pocket if necessary. Francis tells me his estimation was between $13,000 for mitigation, all the way up to $30,000 on top of that for rebuilding. Anderson says leading up to this, he reached out to the city about the drainage system 2 or 3 times before, telling me their staff said in response they don't have the funds to deal with it.
This wouldn't have been a major expense for them years ago if they'd have taken care of it when it first happened. But I can't take care of water coming from other sources.
I've reached out to Redding city leaders and was told they're working on getting a response back to me. Live in Redding, Devin Herenda, the Northstate's News.